What up, y'all? It's your boy Quest, and this is your marriage moment. Let's go. Yeah, y'all. So you already know what it is. Yeah, man. We were on our way down to Noda today. Shouts out to Noda, man, to record content. And while we were in the car, we started having this discussion about relationship. Now, y'all know most of the time that we provide information in terms of marriage moments, we do it for strictly marriage. But we realize as well that singles need information as well. And if you want to have a strong marriage, what I realize is that you need to have a firm foundation or a strong foundation in order to do that. And one of the mistakes that I see singles making as you're moving into 2019 and as you're aspiring to move to the next level of relationship or moving towards marriage, one of the biggest mistakes that I see singles making is having sex before marriage. Now, we already know we inundated with so much sex on TV and commercials and speech and songs, like for real, the list goes on and on. But I realized that if you count the cost, it's better for you to wait, because sometimes you give the best of everything that you are to someone who don't even make the lifelong commitment to you. I did it, and like for real, I know where we are. Like if I say sex before marriage, like is a no-no. I know most people are gonna be like, "Oh, you crazy," and I get it. But here's my whole idea towards the whole thing: is this the person that you're gonna spend the rest of your life with? And if you don't know that, or if you can't answer that question with a definitive, or an exact yes or no, then you shouldn't. One of the best things about relationship is feeling the love of the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Is the affection of the relationship. Now, I get it. Some people are more, you know what I'm saying, like acts of service driven, or, you know what I'm saying? That's not, but for real, for a large majority, when you need a hug or a kiss, you know what I'm saying? The actual and physical loving of the relationship is one of the sweetest things of the relationship. The sex is one of the sweetest things of the relationship, right? But imagine doing that and giving your best loving to somebody who ain't even willing to make a lifelong commitment to you. And some people might say, "Oh, okay, yeah, that's all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that." But that's selfish, because what about the person, you know what I'm saying, who wants the lifelong commitment? What about the person that you in relationship with? You heard the term, use sloppy seconds, and you know what I'm saying? Like for real. I don't want to be with somebody, right, who gave the best of everything that they had to offer to somebody else when that somebody else didn't even make a lifelong commitment to be with you. You know what I'm saying? For richer or for poorer. You know what I'm saying? In sickness and in health, for better or for worse, until death do us part. Like for real, I'm rocking with you to the grave. That's in essence what we saying. And so the best of everything that you had in terms of your loving was given to somebody else who ain't even made a lifelong commitment to you? And I gotta get what's left over? Like, nah. We already know that it's biblical. We already know. And some might even look at it as an obsolete. But those who think that it's obsolete are not really counting the costs, right? Because, yeah, don't let nobody fool you. Sex feel good before, after marriage. It's dope. But what you pay for on the back end is so much more sometimes than what you're willing to pay. You know how many chicks I can come across, or how many dudes I come across heartbroken because, you know what I'm saying, like for real. What sex does is it consummates a marriage. And when two people who don't make a life commitment to one another break up, it feels as though you're going through a divorce and you wasn't even married. I promise you, it is so important for you to make sure that for real, for my singles, to make sure that as you're moving into relationship, that you move in headstrong before you move in heartstrong. Oh, I'm gonna say it one more time. Make sure that you're heading into relationship headstrong before you go heartstrong. Like for real. And this is the reason why, like for real, you really need to protect yourself with some of the stuff that you expose your stuff to. Like for real, like for real, so many songs on the radio telling you, "Oh, got you all in your feelings." I promise you, making decisions from your emotions is not a good thing. Now, am I saying that emotions are bad? No, I'm not. I'm saying that you have the right. It's almost impossible for you to live life, experience things, and not have feelings attached to them, right? I'm gonna say that one more time. It's almost impossible for you to live life, experience things, and not have feelings or emotions attached to them, but they do have their place, right? And when you make decisions out of your emotions, what happens on days when you're feeling bad? Chances are you're gonna make a bad decision, right? And even when you're feeling good, there's some things that you do, and just because you can do it, don't mean that you necessarily should do it.
So how do I know if waiting is the best thing for us, if it's more for something that I want to do, and maybe she's not on the same accord? Like, how do we navigate those things?
Oh, and then it comes down to core values, D. If you want to wait and she ain't willing to wait, bro, yeah, you might need to examine whether or not your core values are the same. Or if he don't want to wait and you want to wait, girlfriend, yeah, that what that says is that there's a direct conflict. Like, he's not willing to wait for you, number one. She's not willing to wait for you. You know what I'm saying? And you're about to compromise your belief system. And when you compromise your belief system in one area, right, chances are you're going to compromise them in many other areas, right? And when you do that, it's a mess. Because what you're doing now is you're becoming adaptive instead of being naturally who you are. And you can only adapt to a situation but for so long before you reach your breaking point, because you're not operating as who you are. If we don't share the same belief system, we're going to bump heads. And when we bump heads and you adapting, it's only going to be so long before that straw that comes along that breaks the camel's back. Compatibility is everything. Belief system is everything. There's no guarantees that even marriage itself will keep you together. But I'm telling you, if you are compatible, right? If you share the same belief system and you declare to one another because of your belief system that divorce is not an option, I promise you, because of your similar thinking as it relates to your belief system and your compatibility, man, that's enough to keep you together. For real, for real. There's a couple of things that I just, like, for real, I want, you know, single people, and for real, a couple married people could stand to do it as well. For my singles, man, as you're moving into 2019, I want you to do me a favor, self-assess. Know who you are, man. Some of us are putting ourselves into, you know, like as it relates to what we were talking about, D, in terms of, you know what I'm saying, just like for real, having that premarital, you know, sex, that premarital physical relationship, like for real. It's detrimental to the health of your marriage that has not even gotten here yet, but it has long-lasting effects after, right? So the first thing you want to do is you want to self-assess. You want to realize, what are some of the things that cause me to be, you know, have that need to engage in it before marriage? You know what I'm saying? What are the triggers? You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, don't go over to your boyfriend's house or your girlfriend's house 11:30, 12 o'clock at night talking about you going to watch movies. Like, yeah, don't do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You already know what the end result is going to be. So that's number one, man. Self-assess. Know who you are. Number two, like, for real, be truthful with yourself about yourself. Yeah, be truthful with yourself about yourself. Know what your weaknesses are. Know what your blind spots are. Know all of that stuff. And if you have that information, it's a great asset to you as you make your decisions, right? And number three, I think this might be the most important one. Like, for real, don't rush the process. Trust the process. You can say that any way you want to say it. Trust the process. Don't rush the process, or don't rush the process. Trust the process. It's the same any way you cut the cake. Like, for real, some of us want to get to the level of being able to, like, for real, enjoy all the things that come along with relationship when you haven't done the foundational work. You know what I'm saying? And when you rush the process, like, for real, it's like putting a cake in the oven, and a cake's supposed to bake for however long. Let's just say it's supposed to bake for 45 minutes to an hour, right, D? 10 minutes pass and you take it out. You know what I'm saying? It's nasty. The cake ain't no good. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for real, let time and let experience and all those other things have its perfect work as you set the foundation. Like, for real, you don't set concrete for the foundation of a house, and 10 minutes after you pour the concrete and shape it out, you start putting studs up. Nah, it takes time for that concrete to set, to dry, and to become rock hard, to you know what I'm saying, to be prepared for you to build your house upon. So, like, for real, last one. Do not rush the process. Trust the process. Yup. What up, y'all? It's your boy Quest, man. If you like the information in this video and you know somebody might be able to use it, do me a favor. Comment in the section below, like, and more importantly, subscribe. If you want to connect with me on Instagram, my link's over to the right. All right? Peace.